Hello everyone, it's John back again and welcome to another transfer video of rumoured incomings and outgoings. But before I get into the video, I just want to share with you what's made me famous on TikTok within 24 hours, and it's absolutely fucking brilliant.
If you spell COVID backwards, it spells Divock. What the fuck is going on?
First of all, I just want to wish Michael a happy 35th birthday for today. All the best, mate. Have a good one. I know you can't really do much with the lockdown and all that, so hopefully you'll enjoy it the best you can. So many happy returns for today.
You, John, are an absolute arsehole. I'm 28 today, everyone. I'm looking extensively ginger. I'm not doing a video today. John is, obviously, I'm celebrating with the family because the weather's beautiful and life's good. So John's done this video today, but first and foremost, all I wanted to do is chip in. John doesn't even know I've cut this in, so he can fuck himself. I just wanted to say thanks everyone for the comments. I've had loads of lovely comments on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, you name it. I've had them. I've had a couple of texts. I've had some phone calls from a private number that keeps fucking ringing me. So look, yeah, thanks ever so much, everyone. Obviously go back to John's video and watch that. It's a good video as far as I could tell. It's obviously not as good because I'm not in it. And I'm not recording it on my own. But it's important for John because John needs to feel important because he's going to have to get used to feeling fairly important, because once the fucker can edit his own videos, he doesn't have to have interruptions like this, you know. So yeah, guys, have a good Tuesday. I will probably just have a takeaway and stuff later. And yeah, anyone struggling or anything mentally, physically, no, not physically, I can't do fuck all about that. I'm a fat obese cunt myself. But anything anyone needs, just give me a shout. If you need a bit of a chat, just DM me, drop into the comments on Twitter and Instagram, and really appreciate it. Also, everyone, you've been brilliant lately on subscribing. I mean, literally, I think we've had 250 subscribers in the last month, which is phenomenal. So yeah, we've obviously got big plans. I'm going to tease you a little bit with them big plans, you know, like really filthy tease. And yeah, enjoy John's video. Peace.
So first of all, I want to talk about a player who we've been linked with quite strongly over the last 2 days, Todibo. Barcelona player, centre-back. He is actually on loan at Schalke at the minute. Schalke do want a permanent deal for the player, but Barcelona want a buyback clause written into the contract. Now, it's the same sort of thing that they wanted when they sold Andre Gomez to Everton, and Everton didn't give in to them, and there was no clause like that inserted into the deal. I know they're pushing for that again for the player, but Schalke, I can't see Schalke going for that. They also want Joe Kenny as well, and I think they're struggling to be able to afford to buy him, so I can't really see them being able to sign the player permanent. The fee for the player is rumoured to be 17 million. Now, I did watch a video before of him, and he looks a good player, to be fair. I watched a couple of videos on YouTube. He's strong, he can read the game, he can pick a pass, you know, he reads the play well. He reminds me a bit in the Van Dijk mode. Now, if he can be half as good as Van Dijk and we sign him, then we will have some player on our hands. The rumours are coming from quite reliable sources. There's many newspapers and reporters in Spain reporting the deal that it is quite close to being completed with Everton. So hopefully that'll be one of the deals we do get over the line. Because as I say, he does look a decent player. I think he'll fit in well at Everton. Sort of player we need at the back, because we haven't really got a player in that mould. So we'll see what happens with that. Again, today we've also been linked with James Rodriguez, the Real Madrid midfielder. Spurs and Chelsea are also interested in the player. But apparently Everton have offered him a contract, a 4-year deal. Now, I know Ancelotti did have the player at Real Madrid, or I'm pretty sure he had the player at Real Madrid. So obviously he knows what he's capable of. Ancelotti's been with the Everton team long enough now to realise what we need and where to strengthen and what sort of players we need. So I think he's really going to go all out for Rodriguez. Ancelotti, there was a rumour he is his #1 target. If he can't get in, I did see another thing that his plan B player is Herman Lozano. Now, I think that they are different sort of players, so depending who we get will depend on what formation Ancelotti plays, in my opinion, and how we play. But that's his fallback player, Lozano, from what I've seen. But he is really, really keen on James Rodriguez. There isn't really many more rumours of incoming players. The Koulibaly rumours have gone quiet, and I think that could have something to do with there potentially being a deal in place. And I think the only thing that's stopping the Magalas deal getting done is basically the lockdown. Apparently there is a contract on the table for him, £30 million plus £5 million bonuses. That's what I've read. Chelsea are also interested in him, and I'm not sure if he had to pick between between Everton and Chelsea who he'd go to, but I think Everton are leading the chase for the player, so he will be a good player. I've watched numerous videos on him, and again, he looks a bit the same sort of player as Todibo. You know, he can read the game well, and he scores a lot of goals from set pieces, Magalas. So that's a rumour that was very strong, and it's gone a bit quiet now, that rumour, but maybe that's gone quiet because the deal's basically done. I don't know. A player who I got sent a message last night. I'm not going to say it's a source because I don't want to get shot down if it doesn't come true, but I did get sent a message last night regarding Michael Keane. I did get sent a message, and then not long after, it appeared on Twitter. There's 3 clubs in for Michael Keane from what I got told last night. The 3 clubs are Burnley, Sheffield United and Spurs. Can't really see how Burnley can afford him, because I think Burnley are struggling financially at the minute. I think they're one of the clubs who have furlough. Don't count me on that, but I'm pretty sure Burnley are one of the clubs, so I can't really see them being able to afford Michael Keane. Sheffield United have had a great season under Chris Wilder, so could be a possibility, but the Spurs link's a funny one for me. He's struggling to get in the Everton side, and then Spurs are going to come in for him. Listen, if he's got his choice of the 3 teams, I think he's going to pick Spurs, but it is a funny one, the Michael Keane one. If he does go, I can see us bringing 2 centre-halves in. If he doesn't go, I think it'll be one of Magalas and Todibo. Now, I think the Magalas one, I think that's further to getting over the line than the Todibo one. So if Michael Keane does go, maybe we'll bring the 2 of them in. If he stays, I do think it will only be 1. But, there's not much to talk about. The rumours are flying around. I've just seen today League 1, League 2 abroad have been cancelled. I've just seen that just before, I started making the video. Premier League needs to make a decision, because you've got certain countries saying, their season's finished, and you've got other countries saying they're going to go back training and they want to start the season again by a certain date. And I said this when I done a video with Cameron on the Mighty Blues channel. Everyone needs to sing from the same hymn sheet. Straight across the board, all leagues get finished, or they do try and start them again in some way, shape or form. It is going to be behind closed doors. I think we've all come to that now. I think we've all accepted we won't be going back to Goodison for this season at least, and I can't see us going back to Goodison before Christmas. I think football, stadiums, cinemas, nightclubs, I think they're going to be the last things to open, because there's many people inside them venues at the same time. So as I say, we do need to all sing from the same hymn sheet and make a decision across the board. Are we carrying on with the season, or are we ending it? Football's on the back burner for the minute because of what's happening in the world with this pandemic. It's so sad, and it does seem to be getting a bit better, but I don't think it's going to be a quick fix. I think it's going to take a while to get back to normal. I think it will be a new normal, to be fair. I don't think things will ever be the way they were for a long, long time at least. So we will just have to see. But, you know, I just hope everyone's keeping well and getting through it. I've seen some people on Twitter who follow me, unfortunately, you know, they've been affected by it more than others. So thoughts go out to them. And as I say, thoughts are with everyone who watches the channel. I hope you're all keeping safe and your family are all getting through it as well. And just take care of each and every one of yourselves. And I will be back and I will speak to you all soon. Cheers, everyone.